Hello, you. Welcome to Geekism. You have to let me know how if you can hear me or not. Oh, game we go. So the game's not showing. Oh, how are we doing, folks? My word, it's been a while since I've live streamed. It's been a much longer while since I've live streamed on YouTube. It's very good to be back. It's a bit of a bare bones stream tonight. In as much as we haven't got any like fancy graphics and stuff, because all the graphics were the old Geekism logo and that, and all the settings were all set up for Twitch, and I kind of sat down half an hour ago thinking I'll be able to do that in 10 minutes, and I can't. So let's just hear myself, see how it sounds. Okay, I'm gonna guess you can't hear in-game audio. I've got a feeling you're not going to be able to hear in-game audio. You can hear me, but not. Hey, Awesome, thanks for being here. Moderator extraordinaire. Got some strawberries. Xander went and picked some strawberries with his mum the other day. Oh, that was frozen. That's frozen. That one must have been at the back of the fridge. I'll try the ones from the front of the... Oh, that one's wrong. Can you hear that? Frozen solid strawberries. Good stuff. Lord Chaos, do more Planet Zoo stuff. As soon as they give me stuff to do about, I will. But right now, there's very little being announced. And all we can really do is talk about what's being announced, so... No in-game. Yeah, I thought so. Let's have a look at that then before we get started. How about that? Welcome. Paul's Lee. Oh, green screen. You're behind the times, my friends. We had this back in the UK. Right, play Islanders. A few people have mentioned that one to me. It looks a little bit more like a puzzle game, really, than the sort of thing we do. Have you moved your in-game avatar from the UK to... I think I did, actually, you know. That's a really good question. Let me have a look. Can I see myself? Yeah, I have looked. Oh, I've put me right on... That's pretty much spot on where we are as well, right on the lakes. That's ace. Is it better quality than before? It may be a little bit better quality. I think YouTube's not quite as squishy. All George, donated £5. Nice to see you back streaming. Thank you so much. Unfortunately, I don't have a thing that pops up on the screen, but all donations are incredibly welcome. Basically, all donations I get from live streaming are going to buy a new graphics card for a PC that I'm working on. So, if you want to do a super chat, you can do those. They come up on the screen and come up on the chat and stuff. You can do those, or you can regularly donate through Streamlabs. Either way, next week I'll have all fancy graphics blow up when people donate, but unfortunately I haven't got that set up this week. But it's very much appreciated because, like I say, it is going to go towards the new PC that we need to play Planet Zoo properly. So why on earth is there no in-game audio? Properties, device. Here we go. Okay, you should be getting in-game audio now. No chat on the TV, so I've got to hold my phone next to me. That's modern solutions for modern problems, Elizabeth. I used to do that though when I still had one monitor. I had the iPad set up as the chat. That worked quite well. How are you driving on the right? Now you're driving on the right. You're on the right. Yeah, I thought I'd just change it up. Yeah. I forgot this was happening. I'm so glad my notification bell. Yes to the notification bell, Patrick. Boom. Notification squad. Right, I'm just going to throw a tweet out and let people know that we're streaming. There's going to be a lot of people who do not know we're streaming. Probs. I... Oh, there we go. find where the actual link was, and it's there. Sweet. Chuck a tweet out there. Pictures, no. Videos. Captures, no. Right, how are we doing? Your Steam says you're still in the UK. Oh, I might not have done Steam. Do you know how many things there are that you need to tell that you're no longer in one country and are in another? It's kind of ridiculous. Bum, bum, bum. Bum, bum. Okay, cool. Right, I think we're all ready to go. Oh, I agree with Simpark. May want to reduce the in-game volume a bit. Yeah, that's fine. Sorry, now I've got it working. There we go. It's not so bad once you're in-game as well, because the music... Look, I've got a little Stay Puft hat on. I didn't remember putting that on. Right then, my parks, because today we are going to make a triumphant return to Geekism Studios. Look how far down the list it was. If you moved to the part of Canada that is close to Michigan, then you should check out the Renaissance Center in Michigan. I'm not too sure how close I am to Michigan, actually. Please play. I really want to see the Studios Park again. Yes, we're on it, yes. There we go. Do you realize how long I've waited for this moment? And we're actually going to start a new ride. Now, there are still rides to finish. We've still got to... Well, we've got to kind of finish everything, to be honest. But I want to start doing some layout for a new ride that I have had in the back of my mind for so long. Actually got a little bit of work done from a friend of mine for it, which you'll see soon. And an announcement recently has made me want to come back in and have another go at it. I wish they didn't do any games for Mac. You wish they didn't do any games for Mac. You wish they didn't do any games for Mac. Why does it matter? Hey, Deep Diver. Da, 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 da. This is a much longer load than I remember it being. What's the time in Canada? It's currently just going 2 o'clock, 10 past 2 in the afternoon. If you're in the UK, I'm 5 hours early. Hello from London. Hello from America. Hi, both. You stopped playing this part just before I visited Universal in Orlando, so I'm so hyped for this return. Oh, what announcement. Evil Genius Ride 100%. Oh, you're on it. You are all on it like a bonnet. Okay, so for those of you who haven't seen it before, this is Geekism Studios. There was around about 13 episodes of this, and it was it was tied in with the Studios pack that came with Planet Coaster, and I absolutely adored building in here, but it was really quite detailed, and I took a little bit of a break and never got really back round to it again. And then Uzuri came along, and that's kind of took up a lot of my a lot of my time from then, you see. So this was before a lot of packs in the game. This was before Vintage. This was before the Rides packs. This was before... yeah, that's probably it, I think. It was before Theme Maker's Toolkit. Definitely. So it's still a very much work in progress, but the idea is that it's a studios-style park, similar to Universal Studios. The scale was going to be quite small, actually. In fact, as we look at it here, this is kind of the scope for the park here. We've got the just one large coaster, that's all we're having. We have a studios tour that's, again, very much a work in progress here with the studio tram lot coming round. But the idea was that all of the rides in here were going to be based on video games that we'd also played on the channel. Hey from Yorkshire, hey from Shrewsbury. Oh, nice to see some people from my old neck of the woods, I guess, kind of. Not a million miles away. So, I think audio's gone a little out of sync. That is something we'll be able to look at the end of the stream. I'll take a watch back and see if I can work out the latency issue. Yeah. Face come out of sync. Yeah, sorry. It's one of those things that just kind of happens once... when things kick on. I'll tell you what I'll do is I'll put my microphone in front of my mouth so you can't tell. How's that? Okay, guys, just have a little look at the chat. I don't need 50 of you to tell me that my microphone's out of sync. So the idea was then that each of the rides here is going to be based around another game that we played on the channel. So the Backlot Tour is based on The Movies, which is still one of my favourite games of all time. And then we just started a restaurant over here called the El Presidente that was going to be a Tropico themed ride. And then here we were going to carry on with the main street a little bit with just a generic firehouse. I think now that needs to be the Ghostbusters Firehouse because we've now had the Ghostbusters pack in Planet Coaster. The big ticket item here was the Subnautica ride. Yes, it's coming back. We're going to start working on it in a moment. So yeah, Subnautica the ride is a dark ride that runs all the way through into this large show building here. Then we have the Backlot Cafe and Bar. Now this has got quite a cool little story about it, this one, because I googled, sort of studio style restaurants and stuff, not really knowing much about this one. I just kind of built it. This is actually a replica of the Backlot Cafe and Bar at Canada's Wonderland, which is now my local theme park, and this was way before I really realised that. I think that's pretty cool that it got here before I even knew. So there's the Backlot Cafe, and it goes on to a locker rental, which in turn goes on to our big coaster, which is Kerbal's Mission to Mun, based on Kerbal Space Program that we played on the channel for a little while. The games I'm picking to make stuff out of aren't necessarily the big games for us. They're just the ones that I think would work well as an IP in a game, and this one I always thought would make a really good one. We never did release a proper POV for Subnautica. We can do a rough one now. The main thing it's missing is a little bit of work at the end and the audio. Okay, so we'll come through the interior queue here. Here we go. We've got the interior queue with lots of different creatures and animals and stuff and images from the game and things like that. What's in that one? Oh, there's a little scorpion in that one, look. He'll come and get you. And here's the queue. Not much of a queue. That's almost practically a walk on this. Here we go. So I'm going to click ride camera. I'm going to click pause because we need to go through here and find a train that's leaving the station. Most of them are in the station, right? So that one there. No, we've gone the other way, so... Yeah, here we go. Okay, so we'll play it from there. And just speed it up enough to get going. Okay, so here's what we've got so far, right? It comes round, we've got some dispatching and stuff. So here we go. So a lot of this obviously still needs work down the base here. So just like neatening it up really, it's covered in black and things like that. And then this is a little out of sync now. This used to show a screen. RCT King made this for us, but it's obviously out of sync. It's meant to look like you're traveling through space quite quickly, but it's a bit funky. And again, all this needs a bit of work. And these lights are basically there for. Oh, actually, I'll tell you what we should do. We should really do this at night. Actually, there we go. This looks much better at night. There we go. Okay. So we've got a combination of screens and practical effects. There we go, there's a little farty thing there. Then we go through the egg sacs. into our second set of screens that shows a Reaper if you see it just right, but if not, it doesn't matter because the next screen is one of the rotating screens that the Reaper comes up and gets on you. There we go. Satisfactory Ride. I don't think Satisfactory Ride worked very well because there's no real characters or anything that you can copy from, you know. And then we come, there's a bit of water above us there, and then we come down into the, I don't know what they're called now, but there's like the floaty ball area. There we go, with the smashed up thing there, and then we get another one. This time it's the electric guy with really awesome compression. Here he is, look. Electric guy's going to come in and have a bit of a batter at you. There he is. So we get electrocuted. There we go. And then we head into the lava zone. So the idea with this is that we were going to have like a computer saying, "Oh no, we've got to go into this area," and you know, all that kind of stuff. Very similar to a lot of the Universal rides where they and then eventually you're going to be saved by the children. Spoiler alert, by the way, if you've not played Subnautica, you're going to play the children of the main sea dragon in the original one. And then you get your last little scare. The screamer's off. There's a last little scare there as we come through the portal and back into the station. Again, bit of a whip. Lots of areas still need tidying up there, but that's kind of what we've ended up with there. Okay. So we'll come into daytime and we'll do the same again for Kerbal. Just so you get to see what that one's all about. There we go. Again, this one's got a bit of a pre-show. Again, still work in progress here. Obviously, the station needs doing, but this one has a bit of a pre-show. I'll just stand in here so you can watch it. So the car comes in. Oh, the screens are a bit off. Never mind. And then what you get is a Stratocoaster with a little bit extra on the end. It's not particularly realistic, but I just thought it would frame the park nicely. So we have this interesting dive down into ditches. First ditch, crazy airtime hill, second ditch, and then just a little bit of a couple of loop arounds before we come back in again. When are you going to go back and finish this park? Now. So the first thing I wanted to do before we get started on the new project is get rid of these pretty washed out billboard screens and replace them with the new billboard screens that we have from the Ghostbusters pack. The Ghostbusters pack came with a selection of these things basically that we can use. So I don't know whether they're in Ghostbusters or they might be in. Sorry, don't know whether they're in scenery or if they're in building. Seems like back in 2017. Yeah, too right. We are going old school today. Trying like top thrill drags. Well, the drop, the up and over, the top hat, yeah, but that doesn't really do anything else. Top thrill dragster, it just kind of goes up and down and comes around again. There is one that has a little bit of stuff going on at the end of it, but I can't remember the name of it for the life of me. Okay, content packs, Ghostbusters. So let's see if we can find these then. I think, is it these ones here? These panel facades. There are some that are just like more painted. Let's see if we can find them. Right. Is it those? Are those the... No, they're the built. So somewhere in it, is it... Let's have a look. They're the ones that look like buildings themselves, but there are some, I'm sure, that were like painted buildings. Or am I misremembering what we actually get? Ah, these. Yes, there we go. Accelerator and knots, that's what I'm thinking of, yeah. Hey, Drew Bag. What would you want added to Planet Coaster that was in RCT3? No idea, never played RCT3. Okay, see, they're not quite what I remembered them going to be in my head, actually. No, tell you what, we'll stick with the ones we've got, but we might use some of the Ghostbusters ones to kind of fade into the regular buildings here, I think. Love you, Bill. So thank you, Spare Channel. It's a good name. Right, so new ride is gonna be. Let's see if I can find it. It's gonna be this thing. It's gonna be this thing. It's gonna be. This thing has the worst throughput, but I really want to have a go at building one of these. Okay, so this is based on the Hollywood Terror. But ours isn't going to be. Ours is going to be based on a game called Evil Genius, which is a lovely game that I played way back. One of the first non-Planko games that I played on the channel, in fact. Now, I think this actually comes around here, so we might have to adjust this and place it somewhere else. Where could we go with it? We probably just work backwards, have the sort of secondary street come. Yeah, that just sort of turns around there, so this street can come down here. Okay, that's fine. Yeah, so now I've got some blueprints. Now it's going to be finding them, isn't it? Let's have a look. Genuinely just going to have to go through all these, so you have to bear with me. Oh, please don't tell me I got... No, I wouldn't have got rid of them. Are these... Oh, these are my blueprints. No, it wouldn't class as my blueprints. It's going to be... Yeah, it's going to be in this one, because I didn't make them. Okay. What about, does the person's name? No. Okay, right. We're just going to have to scroll through, find what we're looking for. Rise timer system literally changes itself every time you play it, so if something is in sync 1 second, it's out of sync the next. Oh, really? Nice. Oh, well. I don't plan on doing an incredible amount with the syncing, to be honest with you. I've got most of the scenes I want to do are just kind of looping scenes. To be honest with you, it's all about this blueprint that I've got. And if I can't find it, then I'll be honest with you, it's going to be a bit of a no-go. Come on. I mean, I'm sure I can get them back. I'm sure the original is still where it needs to be. Huh. Are you getting Planet Zoo Deluxe Edition? Yes, I hope so, yeah. You ever watch Art Attack? Yeah, I loved Art Attack. Get Neil Buchanan with some spare sweets. You got to get yourself some spare sweets. You always should say that. Oh, that's quite infuriating that I can't find this. Just have one little look through, and if not, I'll try something else. Is it under buildings? I wouldn't have thought so, but I will check. Unless there's randomly a building piece stuck in it. Which there could be. Could have used a building piece to get it all. It might actually, yes, it might have been built before you could group scenery. So it could be in building. Good shout. Although, this is different to what I was... Isn't this is any different to what I was just looking in? There is more stuff here, okay. Does your new place have a spooky door? It has a stiff door, but it doesn't really make a good noise, unfortunately. One of the closet doors is quite sticky when it gets warm. Oh, I'd be so disappointed if I haven't got these to show you, because they are incredible. Right, hold on here. Let's have a look on the workshop. See if they're saved on the workshop. Is it going to be going back to Pinewood soon? There's no rush on it. Somebody actually has Pinewood. Somebody's doing work on Pinewood Hills right now, and I have not given them a time limit. I wanted to take it and be happy with it and do what they want to do with it. So, yeah. Okay, no, that's annoying. It's not on there either. Oh, it's really annoying. Like everything but on here. Where could it be? Can you do a Wickerman recreation? No, I don't really like doing recreations, but I would check out Operator's one. That's really good. Statue. No. Yeah, that's really annoying. Of course, I'm going to decide why I can't find him. It was amazing as well. Okay, well, we can start sort of planning and stuff. So, what I want it to do is, even though it's not going to be a Terra remake, I do love some of the ideas of Terra, and one of them is the fact that the ride sits at the end of a street, and you know, and it's kind of like a real sort of center point that people head towards. So that's what I want to try and do with it. It's not a toolkit item. It was made with art shapes. It was made before the toolkit was even a thing. It was before the toolkit was even a twinkle in our eyes. Okay, so plans for installation. I will send Borja a message and get him to resend it over. Okay, so let's just do the reason, because I know a lot of people ask, the reason why this is so raised up is because eventually I want to sort of lower down highway here, running between this and a car park. That's why that is, by the way. No, it wouldn't be shops and facilities. I can't, because there isn't a shop or facility built into it, so that ain't going to be a thing. Lokin did the one, yeah, made from it. Yeah, it's very good as well. Yeah. So if you've seen somebody do it so well, why would you want me to do it? You should have a lake. I don't know, actually. I don't know whether a lake area would work with this kind of park. I suppose Studios does. Orlando. Actually, Islands of Adventure does as well, doesn't it? It's not less of a Studios park, I think. I don't know, I'm kind of talking out loud here. Just went to watch the Evil Genius 2 trailer. Oh my god, that looks amazing. I can't wait. I would strongly recommend anybody to get behind Evil Genius 2, even if you missed the first one, which I imagine a lot of people did. Because it was a good 15 years ago now, so a lot of you were probably too young. But wow, such a game. Such a good game. And number 2 looks like they're really sort of taking the feel of the first one and addressing a lot of the issues with it as well. When do you think we'll have Pinewood back? No idea. Like I say, I genuinely said to him, have it for a year if you want. There's I have absolutely no rush to get back into it just yet, and I'd rather somebody work until they're happy rather than work until a time limit. So, right then, rides. Let's put that back in. What I'm thinking is we could do... I like the idea of trying one of these shooting rides, you know? So, but I don't know... We could do maybe a Ghostbusters one because we've got all the Ghostbusters stuff, you know? There we go. This is going to go round about there. Actually, it's going to go on a bit of an angle because... Yeah, it's going to go on a bit of an angle, and you'll see why. Because I've already got a rough idea of what this is going to be, you see. So... Let me think. No, actually, I think I no, because no, it needs to be like that. Okay, so, okay. Right. Is that a bit far away? Let's have a zoom out. That's quite a trek, isn't it? Yeah, that's a bit too far. Let's bring it in. Let's put it here. Yeah. Because otherwise, as well. Yeah, that guy's a machine, man. The speed he throws stuff out. Okay, so this ride is going to be a rocket silo on the side of a volcano from the exterior. From the inside, it's just going to show a few different scenes from the game. So there's a few things we could do here, but I think the main one is the rocket sort of silo is going to be here. This is going to be the last sort of scene. There's going to be a scene here, and then we're going to come up just for the actual drop itself to be open, much in the same way that Terra Terra is. No, King Monarch, they don't. Well, they do. Yes, they do have it. They are YouTuber, but they don't. They aren't making content from Pinewood. They're just having it for fun. Time to turn my heater off. Jeez, I've got the aircon on here. Okay. A few people mentioned Jurassic World. The problem with Jurassic World is there's only like 2 or 3 dinosaurs on the Theme Maker's Toolkit, and making them out of art shapes makes them look like ass. So, yeah, that's kind of why I haven't really done much in the way of that. Evil Genius theme ride. Sure is, Rob, yeah. We are doing an Evil Genius themed ride. And I've got an amazing Maximilian made. I'm gonna message SB Ridley because it's fussing me. See if we can get it by the end of the stream. That'd be awesome. Okay. Messaged. We shall see. If he gets back to us. Okay, cool. So, entrance here then. So, I can't believe it's literally one ride. It's such a silly way of doing it, but it doesn't really matter because I'm not bothered about throughput or anything. I just want it to look good on a video, you know. So we'll say entrance. We'll put entrance and exit right next to each other. Actually, no, other way around. Entrance, exit. Good evening. Okay. Foresty areas with fallen trees and like, yeah, but yeah, you still want a few dinosaurs in there. It might do. It would seem an obvious one to do, wouldn't it? Would seem an obvious one to do. We'll see. Okay, so past them. Let's get some Q roughly in. It doesn't have to be exact. Oh, while I've got you all here, does anyone know why my camera suddenly starts following me when I'm doing Q light paths? Never used to. And I vaguely remember it being an issue where you could turn it off. Yeah, I have no idea why it does it. Oh. There we go. You should get a job at a theme park. Yeah, exactly. So we're going to have a bit of a pre-show of sorts here. It's going to be like a long queue area that has a bit of a show area on. There we go, that should do it. In the menu on the bottom thing. Yeah, I thought so, but I can't see any of them there. Oh, here are camera. Camera will follow and rotate. Ah, there we go. Can move freely. Awesome. Thank you. That's loads better. That was really, really winding me up, that was. Okay. Come down here. Gives us a bit of a pre-show area there. And then we'll come off the grid and just have a nice outdoor area here. There we go. Any news on Planet Zoo beta yet? No, not yet. Okay. Right, that's about right there then. And then path leaving. Gonna come that way. What are the advantages of making a queue following a grid? We can do the same queue with 1 meter segments, but with round corners. Because I don't want round corners, and I think like here it's going to be one large area, so I purposely didn't want the round corners. Okay, how wide's that? 8. Let's do 6. Come out that way, and then this would probably be a gift shop, right? I don't know whether I can face doing another gift shop, but there we go. That would probably be a gift shop. Okay. Coming up here then to our standard ass path. That's what it's called. There we go. What's the ride going to be called? Oh, I don't know yet. I haven't really thought. It could just be really boring and be Evil Genius the ride, but yeah, I don't know. I haven't really thought about it much yet. There we go. Cover this in as much as we can. That's a little planted area. So aesthetic reasons, thanks for your answer, and I wish you good live. Yeah, cheers. Yeah, no worries. Yeah, just aesthetic. That's a good word. Yes, aesthetic reasons. Here, kind of want this to just sort of back on itself. There we go. Perfect. Look at that. Well, that's way better than I thought it was going to be. Idea for Planet Zoo. Make Chester Zoo. Can't imagine anyone else has had that idea. Oops, what was on there? Blue path. We probably won't continue with this blue path, but it looks good for now. So there's entrance, exit. Oh, exit for this. Oh, Mr. Bond, I expect you to stream. That's pretty good, actually. Okay. There we go. That's got a good looking skyline to it already, to be honest. I've just completely thought we're going to have to completely reroute this because of what I want to do with the building itself. Yeah, there's no need for it to be really thick either. I don't think we will have hey Cal. What's the scariest ride you've been on? So I mean, that's kind of subjective. But when I was a kid, I went on extraterrestrial at Disney in Tomorrowland, and then it was the scariest thing I'd ever been on. I was so very scared. Thank you, Cairo, for the super chat. It was horrific. Horrific. I'm very busy in Najatar. Oh, wow, got you back in, did it? Do you know what? I'm currently paying for a subscription. Just very little. There's very little time right now to actually get in it, unfortunately. But yeah, I'm currently playing for WoW. So, okay. Alright, now what happened, because I very rarely use terrain here. Are you guys do more of the episodes? Yeah, probably. Depends on how much we get done and whether or not I really feel like it's worth episodic content or just doing live streams. We'll see. Alright. Why didn't you theme the whole strip to the Evil Genius ride to Tropico? Because Evil Genius takes place on a volcanic island and Tropico is set on an island with a volcano. That kind of makes sense. That's kind of what I was thinking, actually, yeah, was to kind of have this area be sort of tropical. We've got the Tropico present, and then there's going to be this little, there's like that kind of theme, yeah, I think, to go up to a tropical island. That kind of makes sense. It is Geekism Studios, Paul, yeah. So, pull. What happens if I pull the... see, it does actually cave it up itself. Right, okay. See, that's good. That means I haven't got to worry too much about... It does mean at some point we're going to have to go in here and try and build an interior. I suppose what we could do is, now because we know how big the path is, we could make it outside and just drag and drop it in, right? Okay, so let's cover up all of this. There we go. And I'm actually kind of happy for this to be pretty rough cave, because that kind of be like it is, yeah? We're going to go in the cave and then, you know, start... there's light poles and stuff, but otherwise I actually think a sort of plain cave would actually work quite well, and then like an entrance here into an area that's going to be a pre-show, then takes you into the ride. Yeah. Okay. So today's job is to get a volcano done, really. Yeah, when I was a kid, the flying fish scared the hell out of me. But I recently went to Disney World in Florida and decided to go on the Aerosmith ride, and it was the best ride of the trip. Yeah, it's good. It's held up well. Held up really well, actually. Alright, let's get the height in. As high as it's going to be. And then we'll start making it look good. Good to see you too, Liam. Thanks for stopping by, friend. Okay, so that's about the right height. So, to get that kind of height, we're going to have to sort of come that kind of angle. There we go. Now, this would be made out of fiberglass and plaster and stuff in an actual park. Just bear that in mind. Here we're doing a train because it'll look good, but yeah, the idea is, are you alive now? Hey, yeah, I've just spent the first 10 minutes, the first 10 minutes trying to find your awesome statues, and I can't. If you got any memory of what they were called or anything, or if not, you could send them over again if you've still got them. Oh God, I hope you've still got them because they were fantastic. And I'd hate to think that they went to waste. Yeah, yeah. Like I say, a lot of people say that about time lapses, but no, it's not. It isn't that we're quick. It's that we are able to speed the game up 10 times. No, Mask Kid, I'm not looking at the chat. Thanks, mods. Keep up the awesome work. Okay, so that's like roughly the right kind of size, I guess. Part tour, I've done one. We did one when we first got here, so I don't really think we're going to be going in again anytime soon. Have you been to Lisburg? No, I haven't. Looks good though. Nice looking park. Going to search for them right now. Thank you. Thank you, friend. Thank you, Stuart, for the super chat. You legend. Hi, Johnsy. Love the channel. Keep the good work. Thank you so much. As I said before, all super chats, donations, anything like that from live streams, they're going in a separate pot, and they are going to get us a new graphics card. So basically, the more donations we get, the better graphics card we can get. I've got my eyes, although we don't know much about it yet, I've got my eyes on the 2080 Super that's coming soon, because I've been looking at the 2060 and 2070 Supers, and they look pretty good. So if we can get, and obviously the 2080 Ti is like legendary. Had fire coming out the top of the volcano. Yeah. Oh well, yes we will. Yeah. Oh, like it. The idea of it synced with the ride. Actually, yeah, that's a good one. Yeah, good shout. Okay, we got started a little bit of forming there with it. So it's let's move that. Don't like that at all. Still don't like that. There we go. This is probably a little overkill, but I did always say that studios were going to care much less about scale and realism, more just sort of have fun with the rides, because that's definitely something we're going to need to do. And what we could do is make the whole back of this false, but I won't, just because we might well come down here in the end. Hey Fitzy, don't worry about being late. We need to get you. We need to get your name lit up, don't we? Let's have a look. Can I do it from here? There we go. Goodbye, Geekers, and thanks for stopping by, Theme Park Media. Seriously, what brought me to the channel? Yeah, a lot of people. It did for a lot of people, I think, actually. There we go. Start to roughen it up a little. Really does make a big difference, this. That actually starts to look like rock work. All that graphics power and Planet Coaster still won't run. Well, that's got nothing to do with graphics, right? That's more of a processor. The problem with Planet Coaster is it only utilizes a single core of a CPU. Yeah, Disney had Everest. Yeah, and to be fair, Universal have Volcano Bay, right, which is basically this. Oh, hi, Colin. Yeah, a lot of people found me from Subnautica Ride, which is cool. That's a great way to find me. Okay, so we said paint the volcano. Yes, of course. We will be. We will be doing that. We're just gonna try and get the shape of it done first, and the next thing we want to do is bring the size down here and actually give it the old volcano top, right? Like so. And then we'll take a little bit of that away, because we'll try and get some lava looking coming down it. There we go. Steam Planet Coaster using 16 threads. Not threads, cores. Still on the 9200 GPU, very old. Can't play any games at all. Yeah, see, I mean, do you know what? The PC I've got is pretty good. I'm still happy with it. It was pretty top of the range when I built it a few years ago. It's a 4770K and a GTX 970, which was an upgrade from the 780 that I got originally. I'd be happy with it. The problem is, we're doing YouTube videos, like the stuff's got to look proper, you know. Came from Uzuri. Oh, awesome, Scott. You know, and that's kind of the key with this. Is it needs to be proper. It needs to be as good as it possibly can. So it's a business expense, really. New computer is a business expense. So there we go. Do an indoor coaster. I can't ever see me tackling an indoor coaster, I don't think, just because of how much work they are. Yeah, there's a lot of work there for little reward. Dark rides in general, to be honest, are kind of hellish. This paint is no good. We're gonna have to change this. This is nowhere near right, but it'll do a good base, and then we'll come in with the softer rock here. There we go. That's a bit more like it. I still see. I don't really want to see that much grass. A little bit of grass, I don't mind. I don't think, but 8 core, 16 thread CPU. So if it uses 16 threads, it means it's using all cores. So I don't really know the technicality of it. I just know that Planet Coaster isn't particularly using as much as it can. See, we've got this asphalt, you know, might actually just sort of darken the thing a little as well. That might look quite good. Okay. Put it on the accounts as a business and pay no tax. Yeah, that's the plan. Yeah, it is all. It's a business expense, also it's all tax deductible. I mean, I'd probably still have to pay some tax, but it helps. You know, it gets the tax bill down. Definitely. Yeah, definitely need to get rid of the grass on this. That's what's making it not work, I think. There we go. Make it all smooth, and then we'll re-add some of the rock in. There we go. It's better optimization wise than most, given its credit. It's a very intense game. It runs like a pirate said if it did. Well, yeah. That is true. To be fair, I think a lot of people do kind of say, "Oh, well, I've got 100,000 pieces in my park and it doesn't run very well." Well, yeah, you know, it's going to. But I think Planet Zoo, with all of its beautiful water and fur and everything, it's going to start to be about time for an upgrade. To be fair, PC's 5 years old now. It's about time, I think. There we go. How's that look? So part of me wonders whether actually a little bit of grass probably wouldn't be so bad. Or some lighter areas here, just on the edge, on the tops, where dust and sand would settle. Hi, Colin. That's a good little emoji there. I like that. Jurassic World: The Rising soft opening. Yeah, I saw the POV of it the other day. It's a weird one, that, because I don't normally. I'm not a huge fan of this sort of reliance on screens these days that Universal seem to have. You know, most rides they do now are just screen rides. But I actually think with that one, the screen at the beginning with the underwater section is the best bit of the ride. Yeah. Okay. Okay. Next to a volcano currently, a dormant one, I hope. Or, one that at least as much isn't going on. I thought it was over. No. It was just on a very long break. How are we looking here? What's that looking like? Do you know what? With the Stratocoaster there and everything else, it doesn't actually look that big, does it? It's a nice little weenie. I think that's pretty good. So obviously, really, this should be a fake volcano that opens up for the rocket to come out of. But I thought that's not going to work, really, for what I wanted. I really wanted to get a volcano in there. So I think, actually, this is quite a decent way of doing it. Collab with the Congress, agreed. It's not. It's not. Oh well, okay. Well, I'll be safe. So special effects. Oh, take the Ghostbusters tab away. Okay. Let's try special effects again. Water pyrotechnics, I think we want. We want that magma. See, part of me thinks this would be magma here, you know, but then part of me also thinks that actually no, it wouldn't. It would be something like this, making steam, right? I think actually that's probably what we're going to go for. So a big one of those that we could turn off, because I don't think it would be on fire. It would be steaming, wouldn't it? So let's do that and put it to stationary, because it looks good. I was rewatching Geekism Studios. No way. Okay, so we need to pause the game here so that I can do this without fire turning up every time I do it. Fearless Fairy, Dr. Evil reference. It's a Maximilian reference from Evil Genius, who, in turn, I suppose, is a Dr. Evil reference. Although, actually, no, Evil Genius may well have been before Dr. Evil. Not 100% sure on that one. But both of those, to be honest, is a rip-offs of Blofeld. So yeah, it's a Blofeld reference, I guess. We'll see. We'll do both. We'll see. We'll see. I'm not too sure. I'm not too sure. A huge amount of flame coming out of the top of a volcano looks right. They don't really flame, you know. They're either exploding or they're just like smoldering with steam. So. You can put the targets and sync them with disasters or curing out fires. Well, have the guns as like medicine dispensaries or something. That'd be quite cool. Okay. More of a boom than a sizzle. Yeah, they steam, don't they? Or so what does parasites water ambience? Is ambient steam? Steam boiling large. There you go. There, that's the sort you want. I didn't realise that they were already on one, so I could have just used them. Yeah, that's the one we want now. Is there a... That's the slow steam, right? Mist large. Mist is quite thicker. Steam jet. What's that like? It's too pointed, right? Oh, that's a timed one. Oh, look, leaves. They're cute, those. I keep forgetting to use those. Smoke large. Would you say you're settled into Canada yet? It's a long process. We're getting there. See that? That looks like smoke, doesn't it? We want it to look like steam. For one, because it would be steam, and two, it would be like in a real volcano, it would be more like steam, and also in a theme park, it would be steam. It would be dry ice, wouldn't it? Most likely, water vapor. Yeah, it's a long process, but I do feel like we're getting there now. There has been a few things that have took us by surprise. Our credit rating doesn't really mean much here in Canada, which is disappointing, because we had very good credit in the UK, and yeah, banking in general, to be honest, has been quite different to the UK. Yeah. Yeah, that's good. It could probably be a bit more intense, to be fair, but that's okay. That looks theme parky. That looks like what would happen. Oh look, it's small. It's smoking a bit. Yeah. Okay, cool. Right now, I suppose there would be a bit of foliage on this. I don't know, really. Depends on how active you want it to be, right? Because I'm guessing if let's start with the secured credit cards. Get all that going. Yes, we've had to do the same here in Canada. We've now got a secured credit card, which is ridiculous because I had a platinum card back in the UK. But you know, hopefully it'll take a year or two. Hey Sabretooth, we are making a volcano ready for the beginnings of an evil genius style ride. Do you still like the UK, or do you kind of hate it now? Universal credit in the UK is a joke. I never needed any sort of universal credit or anything, so I don't really know how that works. But no, I don't hate the UK. That's all. But I prefer it here. Okay. Right. I don't know. I want to have a look at what volcanoes look like. Let's have a look at a volcano. See, they do actually, you know, until the lava goes off on them, they actually do have a bit of greenery on them. Sometimes you can see where the old lava had gone. That's quite neat. It almost looks like tarmac, actually. So I might use some of the tarmac for that. Okay. I think I got a full card in a year. Yes, that's kind of what I put down. We've got an appointment in November to like just a scheduled appointment to kind of readdress it and stuff. But yeah, we'll see. We'll see. Summer's a lot hotter in Canada than here. If here is the UK, Jesus, yes. It's currently how hot is it? It looks mega hot outside. I've got the aircon on. It's currently 34 outside, 34 degrees. So, although the UK's had a bit of a heat wave recently, right? But here it's sort of consistently that warm. Yeah. Canada's Wonder has a volcano. Well, I don't know. It's like a waterfall, really. I don't know if I'd call it a volcano. Made the blueprints and sent them on a zip. Oh, thank you very much. That might be the problem. Rather than if I didn't download them off the Steam Workshop, that might be why I couldn't find them. So where do I put them as a zip? That's probably exactly what I've done. I've got them and not known where to put them. Your mic's not working. Just kidding, it is. Ha! Okay, let's download this file. Yeah, so where do I put them then? Is this Zoo or Planet Coaster? Oh, still Planet Coaster. We don't have access to Zoo yet, unfortunately. And the one downside of moving to Canada is you're not close to Gamescom. So I'll be getting it a little bit after everyone else, which is a bit annoying. Well, what are you going to do? Is a colourable smoke and make it white. Is that much different from the regular smoke? I think I'm happy with the Steam for now. Just forgot to make them a zip when they were made them like a year ago. I have them as a park save instead of blueprints. There you go. I wondered if you sent me the park. So where do I put them? Where do I put these files? Wait, you moved to Canada? Yeah, about 3 months ago. It's quite a bit harder where you are, just is 3 hours drive. Well, yeah. User save games Planet Coaster. Okay. Right. So users John T. Oops. Save games. Nope. There. Users John T. No. So what is it? Where they're in? Where Planet Coaster is installed? Family and Games. I did look at that, but because it was so late notice and the middle of summer, the prices were a bit too high for us, unfortunately. When's the better for Zoo? We don't know. Sorry. User save games Frontier Planet Coaster. I think it might be different for me. Can't find it. I don't have a user folder. That's the problem. C, right, okay, so hold on. C drive, program files 86, Steam apps, common, Planet Coaster. Right. No, because it's not a park. I don't want to put it in the park folder. Right. Hey, Malt, how's it going? Blueprints, scenery, generic. No, that doesn't seem right. I'm looking for how to save some blueprints that somebody sent to me in the game. They've sent them as exterior files, but I don't know how to do it. Did you save it as a park on the main menu? No, it's saved as they're saved as blueprints. I have 3 blueprint folders with funny numbers and stuff, but I can't see any folders that are similar. There's a blueprints thing, scenery. But they're just saved as .blueprint files. They look a bit different here. Documents, Frontier Developments, Planet Coaster. No, that's not it. That's the Maker's Toolkit stuff. I know that one. Everything goes in the Parks folder, even the blueprints. I don't think that's right. Really? Everything goes on the Parks folder, even the blueprints. Okay. All right. So they're there now. I'm assuming do I have to restart the game for those to take effect? Mine are here. Save game. Frontier Developments. Planet Coaster. Saves. Well, I found that Planet Coaster blueprint. Alright, so let's send you a screenshot on Discord. Okay, cool. That sounds like a plan. Okay. Ah, right, yeah, mine doesn't look like that. Saves. Okay, cool. So where I've just put him will most likely completely break the game. So let's just go back there then. So where was it? Local program files, Steam apps, common, yeah, Planet Coaster. Okay, so I put him in parks. They don't go in parks. They go Planet Coaster, and then what's that big long number you've got? I haven't got that. How was your first Canada day? It was great. It was hot, very warm day. Right, so okay, sorry. C users username saved games Frontier Developments Planet Coaster big old list of numbers saves, and I can drop them in there. Right, paste. Okay, they've moved over all right. So let's have a look whether I need to restart the game or not, or just click in and out the menu. Right, I'm going to guess we need to restart the game. So let's just save this. Oh god, not Uzuri Gardens. Geekism Studios, Safe Park. Oh my word, it's worth the wait. Trust me, it's worth the wait. Hey Ruby, this is Geekism Studios. That we haven't been in for an age, but we're coming back in to do a bit of work for something new. Is that actually saved? Yeah. Okay. Quit. Right, the screen will go black for a moment. While the game most likely crashes Steam, because it does that a lot lately. Oh, no. Yes. Has it crashed? I don't think it has. No, yes it has. Okay. I have to hold on a minute. Doo-doo. Doodle-doodle-doo. Haha, you're hyping them too much. I'm not. They're amazing. It's figuring itself out. It's just sinking. We're going to let it do its stuff. We're sinking, we're sinking. What are you thinking about? Ba-ba-da-ba-da. Oh, think about it. There we go. Thanks for that amazing pause music. You're very welcome. Did you see the new postcard stand by one of the Bro Nation members? It is glorious and perfect for Pinewood. Hell, even Uzuri. I didn't know. Is it a Theme Maker's Toolkit thing or? Looks like Stranger Things. Yeah, I'm looking around for L. No spoilers. We've still got 2 episodes to watch tonight. I've jumped back into JWE this week for the first time in ages. I keep wanting to have a look at the new features, the new sort of terrain features and stuff. What's happening? I just joined. We're just waiting for Planet Coaster to update. It's having a bit of a moment. It's currently sat at 6%. Me Too just started episode 7, yeah, a little before us. Can I post it? It's really amazing and perfect for us to like to do. So. Yeah, of course. Well, I think you can. We'll see. YouTube might not let you put a link on. I don't know. I don't know whether that's a setting I've got or not. But yeah, give it a go. Are you going to do some more Pinewood? Pinewood's currently being worked on by a guest, and I will get it back soon, later in the summer, and carry on. They need to make a Stranger Things pack. Who does? Thanks, Rob. Yeah, leave a like, everyone. I've had it say 110% once. Steam likes to do. Oh yeah, it's all over the place, right? We'd like to go to Pinewood Hills. Go back to the answer I just said 3 seconds ago. Next Overcrowd is tomorrow. It's recorded, ready to go. Smash It Season 3 all in one night and all says loved it. Yeah, I'm enjoying it. Yeah, what am I eating? I'm eating strawberries that my son picked the other day. There they are. And some of them are pretty good. Some of them are a bit ropey, and some of them are frozen, and some of them are on the floor because I just dropped one. Okay, Geekism Studios. Let's try again. Oop. Get warm ears. Hashtag Spocky door. Have you seen Endgame? Yeah. Occasionally watching this channel makes me sad. My state only has one theme park that's far from where I live, and it isn't that good. Yeah, it does kind of suck. But to be fair, where I've moved, I haven't got any particularly close. Do cats eat strawberries? I don't know. To be honest with you, I haven't seen a cat in days. They're here, but they just kind of hide under beds and stuff because it's so hot. Bum ba dum bum bum ba dum bum. Yeah, so I've got Canada's Wonderland's about a 2.5 hour drive, which I know by Canadian standards isn't that much. And I can do Cedar Point in about 4 hours. How are the cats doing? They're getting used to the new place. Yeah, they're not huge fans of using a litter tray, but you know, they will. Hi Hydra. I'd pay so much for plan codes to make a Stranger Things pack. I don't get your hopes up, JJ. I don't think we're getting any more content from Planet Coaster. Oh, excuse me. Right, so these should be in scenery. Mine is eating Doritos. Yeah, they'll have a go on anything really, but I don't know about strawberries. Way okay. So okay, check these out. Check these out. Let's just, can we just calm the sun down a little? They're like super bright. There we go, that's better. So we have this awesome, oh, let's just drag this down a bit. There we go. We have an awesome Maximilian at a desk. How good is that? It's just so good. And then we have the same model. He's made it into a statue as well. Look at that. It's just so good. And then I think I've got one that I can sort of pose and move around as well. But to be honest with you, I think I'm going to use the guy on the desk. Cats versus cucumbers. Yeah, what's that all about? It's a weird one, isn't it? They get scared. There we go. But it's so good. So good. Spirit Leaf, you're still in the chat. You've outdone yourself here, my friend. They're so good. Yeah, they're really, really well done. So for those of you who don't know who you're looking at, go and Google Maximilian, and that's the name of this guy. And he features in both 1 and 2. Look at that, he's got his chair and everything. It's so good. So this one's going to be used in the actual ride. So this is going to be one of the scenes. Is it's going to be opening on him, and he'll be like, "What are you doing here?" That's how he talks, by the way. I'm not being racist. He does have a really sort of over the top German accent. It's like, "What are you doing here? Get out before I blow you up." Like they talk like that. Cats are scared of cucumbers because they don't see it, but when they turn around, a cucumber is there, and probs think it's a snake. Well, I mean, that's what I would guess, but they don't seem to do it with, like, toy snakes or anything. It's genuinely cucumbers that make them do it. It's so weird. The logo was difficult. Yeah, I bet. My closest park is a small park called Drayton Manor. I know Drayton Manor quite well. It's only got what? Has it just got Shockwave now? Wow, I thought it had a couple of others. Didn't it have like a Ben 10 thing? So yeah, but to be fair, Shockwave is still a stand-up, and it's one of the few in the world that is still a stand-up, which is quite nice. Oh, hello. Oh, that's the writing. I was going to say, what have I left behind there? Let's set it back to 10. There we go. Can someone tell me what time you're on? It's currently 3:30 for me. My favourite coaster, do you know what? There's a few that I really like. Something like Expedition Everest I really loved. That's going to go here, I think. Oops. Don't need any more. Well, I mean, they're only not needed if somebody can model them in Blender, you know, like, which they can't. So actually, they're very useful still. Yeah, Ben 10 is accelerator now. Is that a flat? Is it? I thought that was a coaster as well. New coaster Untamed in Wallaby. Yeah, that looks really good. I mean, thrill coasters, right? Okay, yeah. I was gonna say they had a little mine train that went indoors, but I think that's shut now or something. I don't know. So yeah, that statue can go there. That looks good there. We'll have a proper sign as well, but there we go. And then he will eventually go around there somewhere. I haven't even began on this ride. Let's test it and ride it. See how it looks. So we go backwards, right? All right. So what I'm thinking is we go up. Thanks, JJ. Yeah, keep at it. Hey, Delister, how's it going, friend? Evening, afternoon. And then this is going to be like a control room. Alright, so we're going to come through here. There's going to be guys at computers, like the control room of the game. And then we're going to get to this door here. And so we can go up to here. That's going to be a scene. So what I want it to do is go... I don't think we need this many scenes. I want 3 scenes. I want the door opening to him and him saying, "What are you doing here? Get out!" And then it go red lights going off and everything. And then I want it to go to the bottom, and I want it to open up, and I want it to look like the rocket's taking off, so you can see the base of the rocket with flames and stuff. And then I want it to go right to the top and open out onto the park. And then a drop. Still the boomerang. Right, there you go, yeah. There you go. So this one will open up. You get to the park, and then a big drop, I hope. Yeah. Yeah, okay. And then you're done. Right, good. Yeah, okay. That's what I'm thinking. Nice evil accent. Well, that's the accent he makes. That's how he talks in the game. He has a very German accent. Excuse me. Right, okay, so let's watch it from here then and kind of see the points. So, and we'll put some floors in. So we've got that first floor. Boom. There's Max hanging out. Second floor. Third floor. See, that one we could get rid of. And that one. Right. So you can schedule this, right? You can add all these in, right? Standard, reverse, tall tower, scenic. Oh. Oh. So do I have to make some scenes? So what does tall tower do? That seemed to do exactly the same as the other one. Right, that's no good. Right, okay. I didn't realize. I thought you could. I thought it was going to be like go to level 1, go to level 2, go to level 6. That's no good. Right, okay. So let's just watch standard. Tall tower just uses the taller tower. It doesn't use this bit. Right? No, we want that. We want that bit to be used. So standard, because I do want the ride through. So we come up, across through that bit. That's fine. And then so we need 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Unless we don't have that first one. Just have the first one as like a getting into the lift, you know. Let's see how long it is. So how do we make a trigger sequence? One. That's definitely 2. 3. 4. 4. And then it goes right up. I don't think I'm figuring it out now, mate, to be honest. 5. That's going to be the open view of the place. And then all the way down. Well, I'm never going to open as a toilet. That's what I'm kind of thinking. Like the first couple just need to be nothing. So the theme I'd got, this idea in my mind, right, was going to be the pre-show and all that was going to be like, listen, we're enlisting you tourists to go and try and infiltrate this base as tourists, or like, you know, that like where the allies, Axis of Allies, where they call themselves, and we you know, we can't get in, you know, so we're going to send you guys in. You're going to be like honorary agents, you know. And then it's going to, the ride itself is going to be them showing you, look, there's no harm here. We're just doing some regular reconnaissance work. It's fine. But then you're going to accidentally go into the lift, and it's going to open. The idea is it's going to open up on Max, and he's going to be like, you can't be in here. You know, blow the rocket off before it all goes wrong. You know. Shouldn't be a scene. It should be an open window. Yes, it will be an open window, but as Saber says, then it doesn't particularly look like much on Earth yet. But you know, yeah, once it's all done, it will look better. I mean, you're always going to have that nothingness across, but yeah, the top one will be an open scene. Yeah. Right, okay, let's see if we can plan out the floors at least then. So let's pause that there. That's the high point. So that needs to be just a regular door, right? Rides, no, scenery, animatronic, right? Okay. All right. Let's have it. Wait, hello. I was gonna. It just makes a really smelly, a really small fall. Sorry, I thought you'd put smelly fart. I was like, what? So the first part, where it just makes a really small fall, you could actually make it Maximilian on a tall room with stairs going a little bit down to his room, so you basically fall to his level. Oh yeah, that's a nice idea. Yeah. What's your favourite park of mine? Pinewood Hills. That's pretty smart and efficient. Yeah, I like that. One stop to fill them out a bit. Also, I would move Max's office up one stop. Yes, yeah, yeah, it will be. Like I said, originally I was just going to have it come Max, Rocket, top, gone. But yeah, we're going to have to do a bit more than that, aren't we? So we can we? There is a way to build from station grid. Can we do that on this? I bet we can't, can we? Because it's no station. Wait, sorry. What is this right theme to? It seems to Evil Genius, a video game. It's a video game. What all them kids are playing? You know the ones that kids are playing, the video games. It's one of them. Right. So this is the elevator shaft. Shaft. Max Headroom. Oh, do you remember him? Get. That was my Max Headroom impression. If you didn't already know. Oh my god, this is a bit of an arse. Yeah. One or two. Well, just Evil Genius. To be honest, I haven't really thought about it that far ahead. It was going to be Evil Genius 1 because, yeah, it was the idea came from a time when Evil Genius 2 didn't exist. If you'd really like to cut on work time, you could make it stop with a view on posters and billboards. Yeah, it does seem like a bit of a cop out of that, though, doesn't it? Okay, so there is one of the elevators. Boom. Okay. So, unpause the game, speed through it. Boom. There's going to be another elevator. So what I was going to do is just have these doors go in, and they can tell us where the levels are, right? Okay. Pause. Anyone get the headroom thing is showing their age? Very 80s. Yeah. Yeah. Or they've read Ready Player One. Okay. See, that's just... They're close, man, aren't they? Look at that. Why is there a mountain in the background? A mountain all over the place. Oh, God. Oh, God. Okay. Let's come in here. Man. EG1, but also works for EG2. Yeah, I think he wears a slightly different colour outfit, but apart from that, it's It's EG2. Right, do you know what? That one is also just going to be open. Because I really want a good chunk of the... No, I mean next to... Oh, that's... it's going to be a volcano as theming for the ride. Because I really want like a good chunk of this just to look like a rocket silo. And if I have to build rooms on all of these, it ain't going to work. So those top two, they're just going to be parts of the rocket silo. And another one there, look. Would it help to change the camera mode to stop it flopping about? I don't mind a bit of floppage. I'm a big fan. Thank you, Sabrina. Would it help to change the camera over at that one? The joke of accidentally getting a view into a toilet is quite funny. Yeah, I think we could do a toilet. Yeah. Must leave. Goodbye, John T. And everyone else. That was quite an epic leaving there, Wilby. Thank you. Silo? I don't know. I'd said this before, actually. Probably during the Evil Genius playthrough. It's one of those words that I've only ever really seen written down, so I don't know. Someone on the workshop called Joran appears to have uploaded the Horror Heights ride with scenery apart from timed doors. Seems a lot of scenes. It doesn't it? 7 it was. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7. Yeah, so the top two are just going to be open. This one here is going to be just open. So I'll tell you what we'll do next then. Because this is planning. Silo or silo in front of it. I honestly don't know. But I was always taught from a very young age to never make fun of how somebody pronounces something. Because if they're pronouncing it wrong, there's a good chance that they've learnt it through reading it. Which isn't necessarily anything unnoble to do. With no scenery apart from timed doors. Wow, okay. G. Rowan. Let's have a look at that then. Because I'll happily take that off his hands. Are we spelling it right? Because the only thing G. Rowan has got is a mine train coaster. Live stream on National Video Game Day. I didn't even know. Hi, Kylie, by the way. Let's choose the ride cycle yourself. There was, yeah, but it's not. You can't do it custom. It's only got like 4 options. Well, no, I'm not making fun. Just asking. No, yeah. No. Silo, it's sort of silage, and the name comes from that. Perfect. Not making fun. No, sorry, I didn't mean to say that you guys were making fun. I just thought it was an interesting thing that came up. Yeah. It's always never, but even, in life, somebody says something silly, don't accost them for it. Wonder why they are saying it's silly. I don't really a punnet of strawberries. Yeah, could you link it, Fitz? How's your WoW playthrough going? Yeah, not bad. We haven't played for ages. We've sat down like 3 times since we've been in Canada to play for a bit. So when will Sparrow Falls next come out? I don't know. We need to go back and have a look, see if people are still working on it. Yeah, I've had a few nights, but yeah, not much. But I enjoy when we do get to play. But yeah, it's tricky. Horror Heights with doors. Good. Horror Heights with doors. Horror Heights with doors by Dwan Alka. Is it that one? 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9. They've got 9 doors. Horror Heights with triggered doors. Just check I'm only looking at the right one. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2. Okay, let's try that one that you've linked there rather than a random one I found. Okay, so rides, blueprint, horror heights with doors. See, that's interesting. Look, they don't have all the doors on there, so let's have a look then. We're not testing, are we? Okay, so let's see what this one does then. So we go back. Door shuts, we go up. Door opens, we go in. Okay, so because that's not a scene then. So we've got one scene, two scenes, three scenes, four scenes. There's like 4 different ones. So yeah, 4 different sequences. We just kind of figured that out. So a couple of those he hasn't added doors to then, right? Let's watch it from outside and try and figure it out. But at least these ones are added in. That's quite useful, right? So that's not one. Okay, so you come and see this. That shuts. You come and see this. That shuts. You come and see that one. We drop right down. We come and see this one. We drop right down. There should be one here as well, shouldn't there, really? Too short for a scene, yeah. You do a video about how to share a Planet Coaster part so you can do a collab. There's no need to do a video on it, Anthony. You just, when you upload it and you go to Steam, you can click who can see it, and you just click hidden on there, and then add. There's a button that says add as collaborator. Thanks, Scott. Thanks for stopping by. Thanks, Alf. All right. Well, at least they're all timed. So where's the little thingy for them then that's timed them? Where's he put it? Because I'm assuming there's a... Or is it on the ride itself, the trigger sequence? Let's have a look. Sequence. Triggered items. Edit trigger sequence. Oh, so they literally are timed. God, that's really lazy on Planet Coaster's part. I'm sorry. Yeah, it's usable. Oh god, yeah, it saved me. I mean, that's an hour's work there, innit? I do appreciate them doing it. I just yeah, I'm more annoyed with Planko really. It's a bit of a lazy way of doing it. Okay. Oh, and of course they didn't come with it, did they? Okay. I hope the movie's working out for you and your family. Thank you, Lisa. Yeah, we're getting there. We are getting there. We've ticked off most of the big ticket things now. You should do Pinewood in the weeks when Mass Bandit has Uzuri. I wish, but the weeks I don't have Uzuri is when I'm prepping all the other content for the channel that fills the gaps between Uzuri. Very difficult to do both. But like I say, Pinewood is being worked on. There are, as we speak, who we worked on. So that one, it's going to be that one, isn't it? It's going to be him. Yeah. Geekism Studios sure is. Hi, do you know of any plans for an up-to-date Studios game? I love the series, but can't get the original PC. There's a couple in development, but I personally, from what I've seen of them, I wouldn't hold your breath. There's one that I'm in the Discord for. Let me remind myself what it's called. It's just got a teaser trailer with a beta coming soon, I think. We'll obviously cover it on the channel, but yeah, it looks a little rope at the minute, if I'm honest with you. Let's see if I can tell you what it's called. It is called Filmmaker Tycoon. Yeah, no mentions of anything yet. So we'll see. I'm sorry, not John. See, there's a toucan on the workshop. Yes, toucan, and somebody else said there was something else on there as well that would work. A bald eagle, I think, was the one that would be pretty neat. Stretch Problem Tall Tower, and the other one should theme as a corridor. Yes, it's gonna be themed like a control room.